sitting on a bench. We find our detective passed out in public. He is awoken by a train whistle. Steam fills the air as his cohort says, Detective Body. Fucked up. Detective Body, you've missed your train. It's all right. I've gotten us another one. Quick, before it goes. We find John Body stepping onto the Murder Express. In this adventure of Everyone is John, murder on the Murder Express.
I'm so glad you didn't switch around those words, because that could have been a problem.
Murder on the...
No, don't say it. Nobody say it. Not allowed. I am joined today by Dylan Ballardinelli, Sam Gulo, Ellery Hoffman, and Walter Marion.
Baby.
We are playing Everyone is John. We've come up with our skills again.
Oh,
Dylan and Sam, we've done this before. Sam won the last time.
goddamn right.
Goddamn right he did. We are joined today by Walter and Ellery. I'm so very excited to see how you're going to fuck this up. I've seen everybody's
dad.
Yeah, feeling really supported out here.
You were the one who left.
God.
You didn't even bring the milk.
We've already created our skills. We've created our obsessions. One difference from our last game is that each character, each part of John has 3 obsessions. He has a tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. And so everybody has multiple obsessions that they are keeping track of what they are doing and what the other personalities at this table are doing. And whenever those happen, they score points accordingly. And we'll multiply them at the end. Yada, yada, yada. We'll do it at the end. But we are going to be starting with 10 will points, except for Walter. Walter chose to take a third skill. So he's going to be starting at 8 willpower.
Breaking the meta wide open.
Why?
The opportunity presented itself.
So without further ado, let's make a bid for willpower. All right. So how this works, your total number of willpower, you can bid any amount of it to take control of John in this very moment. Who's going to be your first one? Everybody choose how much they're going to put out. Put it in your hand out in front of us, and I'll count on the count of 3 and reveal it at the same time. 1, 2, 3. All right, so we got 10.
Right off the bat.
So we get a 0 for Dylan, 4 from Sam, 2 from Ellery, and a 4 for Walter. All right, so Sam and Walter, roll 1d6, and who gets the highest?
A bit of a roll-off. Ooh, can't be Max.
Sam's got the 6.
There's a reason I won last time. There's a reason I won this random game last time.
This is anything but random. Stars aligned for us to be here.
Exactly. Sam, you walk on to the train, off from the platform onto this very luxurious train that is ornate wood, all those wonderful things, and it's full. It's a full train. You were following your friend. His name is Monsieur Book.
Thank you.
He escorts you on the train. He's a close friend of yours. You know that. You walk onto the train, and you observe that there are a handful of people in the main dining car. That's what you walk onto. The conductor sees you and says, oh my goodness, Detective John. It's such a pleasure to have you on this train. Oh my goodness.
Such a pleasure to be here again, my friend.
Again? Oh yes, that's right. You've rode this train so many times before.
Yes, I am a repeat customer of the Murder Express.
Excellent. And
not always the train. It's because I'm a detective. It's a play on words.
You see everybody who's listening in the train car shifts uneasily as you say that you've been on the Murder Express several times.
Oh, don't worry, everyone. I know I'm famous, but you don't have to worry. I'm just here as a writer today.
Everyone kind of calms down. Your friend, Monsieur Book. He escorts you and says, Detective, all the luxury liners on this train, they're fully booked right now. We have one of the passenger cars. If you'd like to live in there, I can exchange. I just have to have my things taken out of my drawing room if you want that.
No, it's fine. I don't need luxury this time, but I will remember it for the future.
Oh, excellent. what does Detective John do? Detective Body, I should say.
Detective Body?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Detective Body's gonna check out the room he's been assigned and note all the reasons he's gonna complain once the ride is over.
Excellent. You walk through the dining car. There are a few passengers here. They look mostly normal. They don't look exactly like they belong in a luxury cruise or like a luxury liner, but they take notice of you and then they try to kind of keep to themselves. You walk another car back. You see this is like the passenger car. It's not with all the luxury rooms. It doesn't have that. It's just meant for like single riders for a short night trip. Your trip, unfortunately, is going to be about 10 days long. You know that. So you would like the luxury cruiser that you were originally assigned on the other train, which your friend Book is currently getting all the stuff.
So sorry, say it one more time.
Book.
Thank you.
So you're walking past. You don't see anybody else. You see the conductor. He's kind of escorting you and goes like, right this way, detective. It's just, it's so good to have you again. He's kind of talking your ear off. And as you're walking into the passenger car, there's this man in a white suit and a black vest and a black tie and a white collared shirt. His hair is slicked black. It looks like it's just greased to his forehead. He has a crooked nose and his eyes are slender and slim, and he regards you as you pass. He doesn't say anything. You guys pass quickly enough. He doesn't give you any time of day, but you notice a fish smell emanating from his body. He smells bad.
Oh boy, that's gonna make this ride rough. I didn't know this was the Fancy Pants Smelly Day. I say to the conductor.
He goes, oh, very good, detective. That's a very funny joke. Ha ha.
I know, I made it.
Anyway, here's your room. And he escorts you to the small cabin that you will be staying in. It is small. It is dark outside. You're still at the station, so the station is still around you. He says, detective, I must say your arrival on this train is quite a surprise.
Yes, it was very unexpected. The other train was full.
The other train was full.
I know, it was very confusing to me too.
Give me a deception check, because it was not full. You slept through it. Do you have any skills for lying?
I mean, I have lack of self-preservation. I don't know if that...
That is a good skill, but I don't think it'll serve you in this moment.
Fair enough.
So you have to roll a 6 in order to beat this.
Easy.
Ooh, that's a one.
That's a 1.
Sorry, what did you say that was gonna be? You said it was gonna be
I didn't say it was going to be a 6. I said it was easy, but I want to give everyone else a chance.
Okay,
You can
gotcha.
spend 5 willpower right now to bump that.
I spent it before I
Gotcha. You spent it before the roll.
You have to-
Gotcha.
Okay.
You tell the conductor that it was full, and he kind of looks through you. You see the conductor's eyes suddenly just pierce your soul. And
Oh boy.
the confrontation of being caught in a lie, you lose yourself. You black out. Contest for will. Everybody, once again.
Of will.
All right, wager how much you want to start with.
Everyone gains a point because blacked out, right?
No.
Oh, no. Okay.
Only when he
Yeah,
falls
fair.
asleep.
Okay.
Mm.
Oh, only when we fall asleep.
Yeah, I'll let you know. All right, Sam, you going to wager here?
No.
Okay.
Ooh.
You can choose not to wager. All right. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. We've got 2 from Dylan, 8 from Walter.
Just spend it all. I want to take control.
all your willpower.
I'll get it back. We're gonna go to sleep.
I don't know. Hold on.
I gotta say,
so that you know.
Yeah.
Probably not.
I'm gonna make him go to sleep.
All right, that's fair.
John's
Okay.
going to sleep
So
on
you'll
my
have
watch.
one at the end.
Yeah. I'll get 1 at the end. Listen, I'm feeling the luck of the peppermill dice that I brought.
I enjoy this.
You
man.
are playing the long game.
No.
Objectively,
I think
Objectively
I think
not.
it's like a very
Objectively not.
short
No.
game.
I immediately banked all of my points. I bet all on black, and it just came up red 32.
He's trying to play the long game, but it will be very short.
Yeah.
On black.
Everyone else is gonna be. I'm just gonna be betting 1 every time.
Sleeping
I love a betting
viper.
man. I love a betting man.
Waiting this hard.
All right. You come back to. You're standing in the hallway of your cabin. The conductor has moved away. He said something to you, but it was something in passing. And as you're coming back into like John's body, your consciousness, it's mumbled and fumbled so you don't hear it. And he just walks away like he doesn't want to talk to you anymore. You are now standing in the doorway of your cabin.
I did that.
Yeah. I feel faint and dizzy. I go,
Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, I've got to get myself to the washroom. Oh my.
and I start walking to the nearest bathroom on the murdered train.
The Murder Express.
The Murder Express, Perdoname.
You are walking through the hallways of the Murder Express. You go into the next train car, which is the washroom. It is a whole train car dedicated to bathrooms, washing, and nothing else. There's a small spa in there. It feels warm. And it is occupied by one other person. You can see the steam coming out of the train car in one of the spas. But you quickly walk past it to the sink, and you splash some water on yourself. You feel refreshed.
And just to affirm that refreshment, I take a cloth and I damp my forehead. I make sure I'm feeling a bit more relaxed and sated. It's been a long time since I've been on a train of this caliber before, and the grandeur of it, I must say, is quite decadent.
Can I see your
Yes, you
character sheet real
absolutely
quick?
may see my character sheet.
That's what I thought. Excellent. As you damp your forehead, you lose consciousness.
What an 8.1.
I can't believe you got rank 3 already.
Oh yeah, that was my rank 3.
So another rule that we're playing with, which is a part of the game, is whenever you are in control and you do one of your obsessions, you lose control of John, which is not one that I'd normally play with, but because the boys have picked such easy things for their one, I must. All right.
We're all just folks. All right.
Hey, you know what? Actually, Walter, I will give you 1 willpower.
Oh,
Because you
God
did,
bless you.
did
God bless you, Jeff.
wash your face.
Okay, so now we're just cheating.
Yeah.
So now we're just cheating.
It's not cheating, it's favoritism.
There it is. There it is. All right, let's make a bid for willpower.
Favoritize the white man. I get it.
I look around the
Yeah,
door,
exactly.
the table.
As a queer individual, I feel the hate. Okay.
Shit, already, man. I haven't even gotten to the plot.
Yeah. I'm in a room full of white men, and it scares me. Okay. And it scares me.
Go talk
I
to the
feel
person in the
unsafe.
bathroom. They'll
Yeah,
take
they'll
care
get
of
it.
All right, count of 3. 1, 2, 3. What do we got?
2.
2, 3, and a 2.
Oh, two.
2. Gotcha. Sam, you're going to take control once again. You are dabbing your face with a towel. You find yourself in the bathroom car.
So I don't even have a private bathroom, is what you're saying.
You hear a voice from the end of the train car coming out of the spa. So it's absolutely ridiculous, isn't it?
That's exactly what I was saying. Yes, Book is going to hear from me about this one.
And you see the door opens up to that spa, and all the steam comes rolling out into the cold night in the train car. And this elderly, slender woman, wrapped in a towel, walks out and regards you and says, "Mr. Body, we meet again."
Ah, yes. Janine. Janet. How are you today?
I'll let you keep guessing, detective. It's such a pleasure to have you on this train car. And she walks up to you and she runs a finger down from your nose down to your chest and
Oh,
says,
just wipe that.
I was not expecting your company tonight.
I was not expecting to be in your company tonight either.
Detective, I must tell you something. You are in grave danger being on this ship.
On a train.
Oh, excuse me. I must go.
I think
And
I
she
don't think
walks
anything's
away.
happened yet, but you're the first person I'm going to accuse. I just want that to be known.
She looks over her shoulder as she starts to go further into the more luxury train cars, not your direction of passenger train cars. But she looks over her shoulder and goes, "I hope you do."
One more moment.
Yes.
Caroline?
Keep guessing.
Okay.
And she walks away. You're alone at the sink.
As I much prefer to be in the bathroom, alone.
Okay, what do you do next?
I am going to go to the shower stall she came out of and inspect it to see if anything weird is going on in there.
Go ahead and give me an investigation. Do you have a skill for that?
Yes, I have Sean Spencer levels of noticing details.
Perfect.
Sean Spencer?
Oh,
Sean Spencer.
that makes more sense. That's more
You hear the flashback noise.
A 4.
A 4. That is a success. So how does this is from Monk, right?
No, this is from Psych. The
Psych.
other USA.
The
Psychic.
other,
The other
gotcha.
USA detective show.
Okay, gotcha.
Off and on
the
on
other.
the same
There's
night.
so many. The other one, like there's only 2.
Well, these two were off and on the same night. You see.
Okay, that's fair.
You are investigating the shower, the spa that she came out of, and you see as you're kind of like, it's like all this bamboo wood. It's very luxurious. Like it has all this slotted, like so whenever it drips down, it just kind of drips down like beneath it. It doesn't stay puddled in the wood. But you notice, like in the floorboards, tucked away, there is some sort of weapon. You see a very slim dagger tucked away.
I knew I would accuse her.
But it's a very strange dagger. It doesn't look like a traditional dagger by any means. As you're holding on to it, as you kind of like pick it up, you get this like electrical shock in your wrist that kind of like briefly, like it feels like it connects to you for a minute. And you drop it and it kind of clangs against the wood.
How very unexpected. I'm gonna bend over and try to pick it up again, but accidentally. Is there any like shelving for like soaps or anything?
Oh yeah,
like that?
absolutely, yeah.
As I do it, I'm gonna accidentally knock into one of the shelves and break it off.
Gotcha. You do that. You black out.
Yeah.
Bid for control. You feel John's body as he knocks something over. You get chills. It's just, very much the same way as you dabbed your head. You got the same sort of chills, just going like. I think that's what John does every time that happens.
Oh, let me just
Has an aneurysm.
What is this strange looking? Oops.
Exactly.
That's the good one.
All right. Bid for control. 1, 2, 3. How'd you get 2?
Because you gave me a free one, and then he went unconscious, so I got another one.
No, I'll tell you when you get.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
When he goes unconscious, that's the bid for control.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So you only have one.
I only have one. Gotcha.
Yeah, only when he sleeps.
Right.
Nobody's gone to bed. So you're gonna do 10.
Someone send John to sleep. Please be that your weird obsession.
We got 2 and we have 3. Excellent. Hillary, you are bending over in the shower. You see soap scattered all across the floor. What do you do?
Oh, I dropped the soap. Oh, gosh, dang it.
You hear a voice behind you go, "You sure did." You turn around and you see that man that you passed in the hallway with the slick black hair and the white jacket, the black tie, the black vest. And he's just leaning against one of the other spas in the room. And he's watching you. And he's got like a coin in his hand that he's just kind of flipping. He says, "Detective Body, eh?
That indeed is me.
What are you doing on a Murder Express?"
Oh, well, at the moment, I'm just a passenger.
"Oh, just a passenger, eh?" And he kind of starts to walk
Looking
around.
for things that behest me in my profession.
Huh. So you're looking for a job is what I'm hearing.
Do you have one for me?
As a matter of fact, I do. And he opens up one of the spas, one that's not on, and he says, "Join me."
Jolly hop on over.
He closes in, he sits on the bench. It's 2 benches, so he's sitting across from you and says, "Listen, Body, I feel like my..."
Are we in a sauna right now?
Yes, you're in a sauna.
And we're fully clothed.
And we're fully closed. It's
Okay.
not on.
What am I wearing? Man,
Yeah, you look down and you're wearing a full detective's outfit. It's like the trench coat. You've got like a white button. What are you wearing? What do you want to wear? You're the first one to ask.
I love this. I love asking questions. Gets me control. I'm wearing. I think I like the trench coat. I've got a nice white button up. I've got the like nice pocket in the breast pocket. I've got a lot of pockets.
Okay.
That's what I know.
Gotcha.
I've got pockets one on each side. I've got 2 on the back of my trench coat.
Okay.
I've got 2 on the back of my pants.
Gotcha.
I got 2 on the front of my pants.
Can I ask, are you wearing cargo pants?
Now that you asked, yes.
Okay, cool. Excellent.
Asking
I was
questions
gonna
gets
say,
you power,
are you-
Joe.
Are you a Square Enix detective?
Yes. Yes.
Good answer. Good answer.
I don't know what those look like, but yes.
Gotcha.
A lot of pockets.
A lot of pockets. Then yes, that's exactly what I look like. I have a bunch of pockets. Maybe there's something hiding in those pockets. We don't know.
Gotcha.
If anyone asks, they'll know.
We can put something in pockets.
We hear a little gerbil just in the corner.
Let me out! Is there a gerbil in my pocket?
Roll for gerbil. You roll, you reach into your pocket. There's a gerbil. It's a little furry friend. He has a name.
I'm just gonna start. I want to pull the gerbil out of my pocket and like 2-finger pet him down the body. This gerbil's like is a brown gerbil, but it's got like a white streak down the face, and then one like blotch of white on the side.
Gotcha.
And right in the middle of the white blotch is just a dot of black.
I love that. Perfect. You see
Just as he's talking.
as he's talking, and you see the man. He goes like, "Why the fuck you got a gerbil in your pocket, detective?"
Do you have a problem with it?
Well, see, here's the thing. I want to employ you to be my protector tonight. When I got on this train, I saw a lot of people that I kind of started to recognize. A lot of these people, they want me dead. I don't know for whatever reason, but I need some protection tonight. You hear me?
I hear you. Do you think Mr. Posy Pippin cannot protect you?
Excuse me?
Mr. Posy Pippin.
Posy
Mr.
Pippin?
Posy Pippin.
All right, I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that.
Did you not hear it? Do you want me to say it again?
I did hear it, but I don't want to hear it. That's I don't like that name.
Do you have trust issues?
Listen here, punk.
Young man, I can help you trust again.
Roll for therapy. Do you have any skills?
I've got sexy / flirt.
That's not. That is not a therapist skill.
I would argue that's why my therapist is dodging all my calls. My God, that makes
Everyone
sense.
just wants to be listened to. If I'm trying to therapize him, listen, that's sexy. That's hot.
You are not wrong, but in this moment that you are. You tried
sexy / flirt.
Sexy / flirt.
Okay,
I'm
good.
very
Yeah,
sexy / I'm good at flirting.
As I sit there
Sexy
in the
/ flirt.
sauna, fully clothed, holding a hamster. Sexy.
Gerbil. All right.
But I'm listening.
you are listening, trying to help this person that you still don't know the name of. He's trying to talk to you. He looks so smug. And as you're stroking your small pet gerbil, you lose sight of everything. You get lost in trying to. How can I help this? Can I help this? Can I help this? Roll for control. Or a bid for control, excuse me. Still
I
have
currently cannot have more than one, so I'm just going to put that out there.
one. All right. Everybody ante up. And show them. We've got a 2, a 2, and a 3.
Ooh.
Excellent. Now you're back in it. So you come back in as, I can help. You come right back into this conversation.
Sorry, I dozed off there for a little bit.
Yeah, you kind of stared into space and just looked at me. Are you going to take my offer or not?
Absolutely, sir. I would be delighted.
All right, good. And he pulls into his jacket and he pulls out a card. He says, Ratchet. That's my name. That's all you need to know.
Thank.
Uh-huh. Protect me. What are you going to do?
I'll make a bet with you.
A bet? That's how you're going to save me?
If I cannot protect you by the end of the night, I will kill my pet gerbil.
Listen, detective.
If I
don't-
can,
Okay.
you pay me double.
Hold on. What the fuck are you talking about?
Whatever number you were thinking of,
What do you mean?
whatever number you were thinking
Hold
of,
on.
you pay me double.
If you kill your pet gerbil at the end of the night and I'm
If-
still alive,
no.
I pay you double?
No,
That's
if
what you're saying?
If you're dead, I also kill my pet gerbil.
And then I pay you double?
No,
My dead body-
If you're alive, you pay me double. If you're dead, I kill my pet gerbil.
If I'm dead, then you've done a bad job.
Yeah, and then I kill my pet gerbil. That's the punishment.
Detective, you're real unconventional. Roll to convince him.
For the sake of my first obsession, I'm gonna take like 2 points off because I feel like I'm gonna get too many points.
Let me see. Yeah, I think
I
so.
was just gonna say it was for the whole scene.
Yeah. What'd you roll?
I rolled a 3. Does that count as sexy flirt?
I think you've got to. I'm going to say no.
Okay.
But if you want to be intentional with the sexy flirt, you got to tell me when you're doing sexy flirt.
Okay.
I think as he's kind of saying, why would I want you to kill your gerbil if I'm dead?
A friend in the afterlife.
And you guys just keep going back and forth, and you start to lose interest of this conversation. And so you start to fade back into your mind. Everybody gains 1 will point.
Hey.
Because we fall asleep during a conversation.
Wow. Expert listeners out here.
Wow.
Wow.
That's why it wasn't sexy flirt, because we weren't listening hard enough. We were ready to fall
Yeah,
asleep.
exactly.
Active listening is the only type of listening that matters.
That's sexy.
That's the only sexy.
Sexy listening. All right, everybody bid. Yeah, Walter, what are you going to do this time?
God, I have so many options. It's crazy.
100% more than last time.
Quite literally.
All right, 1, 2, 3. What is yours, Dylan?
3.
3. Sam is 3. We've got 2 and then 1. Sam and Dylan, roll.
5.
2.
Dylan, you're in control. John wakes up. He's no longer in the sauna. He wakes up from a nap and he finds himself in the dining car. Not the dining car that he walked into, but a different one, a separate one. This one has all the lights off, save for the candles that are on the table. You also notice that the train is in motion. You don't know for how long the train has been in motion, but you look out and it is dark, snowy countryside. What do you do?
Are there any vents?
You look up to the ceiling and to the floor,
Yeah.
and you do see that there are air vents, and they are pumping hot air into the room because it is rather cold outside.
Great. I'm gonna bring out the gerbil.
Gerbil comes out.
Please say his name.
Mr. Posey Pippin.
I'm gonna bring out Mr. Posey Pippin. I'm gonna go over to one of the vents. I'm gonna open it up, and I'm gonna bring the gerbil up to the vent and say, "You have to complete your task. Find any signs of intruders on the train." Close.
So you sent the gerbil into the vent that is currently pumping hot air.
Yes. Don't worry, the gerbil's a robot. I've hacked the gerbil.
Roll to hack the gerbil.
Yeah, absolutely. I have hacking.
This poor gerbil.
That's a 3.
Wow.
Gerbil's a robot.
As you're holding onto this gerbil and you say, "You must complete the quest," you see the eyes go ching, 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 ching. You see a bunch of ones and zeros like flashing across his face, and he goes, "Yes, I will. Absolutely." You put him in the vent. Ting, 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 ting. You just hear metal feet crawling away.
Great.
You close the vent.
I look around the room. There's fire.
There are candles. Yes.
Is electricity? Electricity's.
There is electricity on this train, but it is not currently being used.
Great. Is there anybody else in this dining cart?
You look around. The dining cart is dark and is actually rather big because it is the dining cart. As you kind of look around for the first time, you see sitting in the far back end of the train car. You see a mysterious figure. A mysterious figure.
A large mysterious finger.
You see the thumb people from Spy Kids. You know what? I'm gonna skip.
Joe, you roll for Spy Kids, will you?
I'll roll for Spy Kids.
It's a finger.
There's like a bartender who's on this train right now who's like, what year is it? What's going on? Shaking. You hear the gerbil.
There's already been robots and spy kids.
Well, now they're Spy Kids. You see a giant thumb person sitting in a shroud in the back of the train car, and it looks like it's watching you. I say in quotes.
Yeah.
God damn.
I'm gonna walk over to them. Hello there. Present name.
The thumb looks up. It has a face. It's awful. It's awful, but it's kind of like one of those twisted like machinations from Spy Kids, like the Play-Doh faces. But it looks like a woman's face with very exaggerated, sharp fingers.
Right.
And she goes, "I am the Countess Thumbelina. You are Detective Body, are you not?"
Yes, I am.
Big stubs.
I am J04N. Here to eliminate all threats on behalf of my employer. Are you proposing as a threat?
I don't know, Detective. I hear that you are protecting someone on this train.
Affirmative.
They are a threat to me. And you see this thumb person stand up on their two big thumbs, and they don't reach your full height. They're actually like a foot shorter than you, and they have this cloak they draw over themselves and says, "Detective, I hope that we do not interfere with one another on our missions tonight."
You're also on a mission. What is your objective?
A lady doesn't spill her secrets. And she thump, thump, thump walks out of the car.
I love how when she moves, she makes the sound thumb, thumb, thumb.
Comic book for this.
She has to.
Awesome. Yeah.
She has to. As she's walking away, you suddenly remember you do have a mission. You've just been hired. You remember the last conversation that you had. You were hired by Ratchet.
Okay.
You currently do not know where Ratchet is. That thought
Yeah.
suddenly compels you to action, but I can tell that there's other thoughts going on.
No.
So,
No, the mission objective must come first. I must find Ratchet.
okay, what do you do?
I'm going to. It's candles,
Yes, right now it is candles in this train car.
and it's mostly dark.
It is mostly dark.
Great. Are there curtains?
Curtains, yes.
Cool. I'm gonna. This is not hacking. This
Absolutely not.
This is purely going to be luck. I'm going to rip a curtain off, take a candle, wrap the curtain around it to make a torch, and start going through the hallways trying to look for Ratchet, holding a giant open flame.
All right, make a survival check to construct all of that.
Survival, yes. Can I argue
Always.
that I am holding an object that has like a base, and it's like bigger on this end, kind of like a tennis racket? For my skills in tennis.
The width of a tennis racket.
Yeah, it's an open flame of the width of a tennis racket.
I like the reasoning.
Massive.
I'm going to say no.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Okay. Daddy wants a 6. That's a 5. All right, good
Got
night.
it, 5. As you rip off the curtains and you take the candle, you wrap it around, you suddenly get flashbacks. You get these violent flashbacks of the last time that you had to do it. The mothership! No! You were held down! You remember! This fades away.
Great.
You're consumed by a thought. Bid for control.
What have I done?
You passed out holding a large flame that you now holding a curtain over a flame.
I've released our only companion.
The only friend we
The only
made,
friends
that's
we
why,
have.
yeah.
We had. All right, reveal them. 1, 2, 3. All right, Dylan, we got a 1. Sam, we got a 3. Ellery, a 3. Walter, a 2. Roll off here.
Oh,
And Ellery takes control. Let's go. Ellery, you find yourself laying flat on the ground of the dining car. It is currently in flames around you.
this is everyone's job.
30-degree burns on your right arm.
Create problems for the other jobs that you don't have to deal with.
People screaming.
Remember when you said you were the one who gets to decide if John dies? Not tonight.
Not tonight.
That's
Not
our
tonight.
job.
Exactly. The train car is filled with smoke. You don't hear any alarm bells, but it's just crackling fire all around you.
Oh, goodness golly gracious. Oh, what's happened here?
You feel that the flames are getting closer, encroaching onto the carpet that you are currently laying on. What do you do?
I'm gonna get up and grab. You said it's candles. Are there
Yes.
like matches anywhere?
You look around. You currently can't find any open matches.
Any open matches? Okay, cool. Where's the exit of the car? In
It would be
relation to me?
in relationship to you.
Yeah.
You are currently in the middle of the car. So
in the middle of
either end of the car.
Mr. Posy Pippin, Mr. Posy Pippin. And I'm gonna call my hamster.
You call out for your hamster.
My gerbil.
Do you have any skills for this?
I have animal handling.
There it is.
And that's a 7. I don't even need that shit.
Didn't even need it. You call out, Mr. Posy Pippin. You hear a dun 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 through the vents, and you from the vents beneath you, and you just see the gerbil pop out on his like hind leg, standing up. He goes, "Yes, what do you need?"
Go and inform the upper police of the train. I must get out of here.
The conductor?
Sure, whatever you call it.
All right. I don't think there's any police in. You're the police in this train.
Oh shit! That doesn't bode well for me.
No, it doesn't.
May I follow you in the vents?
You're too big.
Fuck.
I'll alarm the conductor.
Alert the conductor. I shall go the other way.
Okay, good luck.
Just say there's a fire.
I'll miss you.
I'll miss you too, and I'm gonna give him a little kiss on the robot mouth.
He nibbles, like he kind of like rubs your nose against your nose. He goes,
I love this.
and he hops back down here. Ting, 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 ting.
A robot that can feel love. We really have gone so far.
One of the curtain rods just crashes behind you as this closing off the vent. He can no longer come in.
Okay, I'm gonna run over towards the back of the train.
To the back of the train. Okay, go ahead and make me a roll to get through these flames.
Okay. Can I flirt with the fire?
Hold on. Let him cook.
You know what? I'll allow it. Let's fucking go. I'll let you flirt with the flames. That's a one, man. As you're running, it's getting hot. It's getting sensual.
Sexy.
You kind of get like, oh, wow, these flames are hot. And you start going, oh, hello to the flames.
But then it gets really scary. I get too. I'm scared of commitment.
Yeah.
And I pass out because I'm too scared.
You pass out in the flames. Bid for control.
Deal with that too, gang.
All right, 1, 2, 3. You got a 3, and 0. Excellent. Roll off between Sam and Dylan.
You.
Sam is up. All right, Sam, you are currently on fire. Your jacket with all the pockets has caught on fire.
Book's really gonna hear about this one.
All right, what do? You're on fire. You're actively going to be taking damage very soon.
I'm just gonna stroll out towards my room. Just gonna stroll out.
You stand up on fire. The whole cart is still on fire. At this point, the conductor has come in, and he has like an old-fashioned fire extinguisher that just has water. It's not the powdered stuff. And he's kind of on the opposite end, like spraying on the fires and shouting, "Detective! Detective!" But you start casually walking towards him through the flames.
This is very unprofessional, sir.
You take fire damage, and then you lose control. Everybody make a bid for Will.
That's crazy. How did that happen?
Look, I have a lack of self-preservation. I had to.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, actually, no.
Oh, yeah.
I completely forgot you had that skill. Yeah. Oh, wait, is that a skill?
Yeah, that's one of my skills. Lack
Roll.
of self-
Fucking roll, dude. Yeah.
Oh, still in the mix.
Fine.
Yeah, he's still in.
As if you continue to walk casually through the flames because you have just no sense of self-preservation whatsoever. And the fire goes out on your jacket. Just naturally on its own, through your willpower of not giving a fuck. The flames around you start to die out. As you walk through the train car, the fire notices that you're uninterested in it and you do not care about it, so it just goes away. The train car is no longer on fire. The conductor is standing the opposite.
That's better.
Detective, that's phenomenal what you do. That's incredible.
I would call it a very poor trade writing experience, and there will be a letter written by me afterwards.
Of course. How did it catch on flames, detective?
That's not my job to know.
Right. I'm so sorry, detective. We'll get this cleaned up and we'll send complimentary chocolates to your cabin right away.
Please see that you do. One more thing. Can you tell me the cabin of what was his name?
Of who?
That's what I
Yeah.
Yes, Ratchet.
A Ratchet? Oh, he's your neighbor. He's right next door to you.
Poor fellow.
Is there anything else that you need, detective?
Just those chocolates to my room, please.
Right away. Right at once. As you walk out of the train cart, you pass through another passenger train. This one is more luxurious. There's only 3 rooms here. You walk by. They're all closed for the night. It is late into the evening now. It is closer to midnight, you would guess. Walk by one room, it looks occupied. You walk past the second room, it looks occupied. The last room, the door is open. And as you walk past it, you notice that this very luxurious room with a bed, with silk, with curtains, is empty. You take note of that, as your detective brain does. And you walk into the next train.
To say, as I notice it's empty, can I do something?
Yeah, of course.
I'm going to take my coat off, throw it in, and say, dibs. And then continue walking.
You do exactly that. You have claimed dibs on this empty room. You continue to walk. You are now walking through the laboratory, which you now recognize. You've been here before. So you continue to walk past. There's nobody here. It is dark. And then you walk into the passenger train car that you belong to. Something feels off. Right away, you get a vibe that something's happening, but you don't know what. You look into the hallway. There are 6 doors, 6 cabins. One of them yours. The one just in the middle is yours, closest to you. And you know that the one further away in the middle is Ratchet's. The hallway looks empty. You hear a clock, a pocket watch, close. You're in silence.
Mr. Watchet, was that your watch by chance?
You say that in the hallway, and there's a moment of quiet. And then you hear some muttering in French. You don't speak French. At least you don't. I don't think you do.
Could you repeat that in the Queen's tongue, please?
There's a very long silence as you do, and then you hear in a very Cockney accent something unintelligible, but in a whisper.
All right, this will be easier if we talk face to face. I'm just going to go up to his door and try to open it.
You try to open it. The door is locked.
Oh, Mr. Watchet, could you please unlock the door so we could talk?
And you hear in that same whispered voice, "Not right now. I'm fine."
Can I try focusing really hard with my Sean Spencer level of noticing details to see if anything seems out of place?
Absolutely, yeah.
No. I focus too hard.
You put your head up against eyes crossed. You put your head up against the door, trying to listen to what's going on the other side. But it's dark out, and the coolness of the wooden door feels really good on your skin, and your bed's like right there. So you walk into your cabin and you fall asleep for the night. Everybody gains 1 will point. As the detective goes to sleep, because he's just too sleepy.
Just a little eepy.
All right. Bid for willpower. 1, 2, 3. We have 3 from Dylan, 0 from Sam, 1 from Ellery, and 2 from Walter. Dylan, you're in the saddle.
All right.
You wake up the next morning. What time do you wake up?
Right when light crests over the mountains.
Excellent. Gotcha. You probably...
Wow, that was beautiful. Oh my God. I'm there. Holy shit. Oh my God, I'm in love.
What a beautiful scene. Painting a picture. You wake up, the sunlight enters through the window off of the harsh, white, snowy mountaintops. How do you awake? Are you...
Eyes open, full sit up. Turn out of bed. Clunk up, look down, notice naked, grab sheet, tie it around my waist, walk into the hallway.
You walk into the hallway, and you see that there's a gathering of people in the hallway. You didn't hear them because they were very hushed, they were very quiet, but as you kind of like go to open the door, you hear like there's murmured whispering outside. As you open the door, you see the conductor, you see Thumbelina, a few other people that are all here. They're gathered outside of Mr. Ratchet's door. The door is open. You go over and take a look inside, and you see that Mr. Ratchet is dead. You see that he has been slain sometime in the night.
You have to kill your charm.
Yeah, now you have to kill your child.
You hear from your subconscious.
And his ghost to hold me to it. I need fully detailed accounts of everything that anybody has seen within the past 8 hours.
Your voice is so intimidating to everyone around you that some of the people that are kind of like on the outskirts of this gathering run off. But the people who stay would be the conductor, and your friend Monsieur Book.
Sorry, say it like 5 more times.
I love Monsieur Book. And then
That was only twice. I'm sorry, I just need more.
Book.
Okay.
Book.
Thank you.
Book.
And thank you.
And let's do one where you just got shot. All right. There you go.
You gotta hit that B like Malfoy says the P in Potter. You know.
Wow. That was voluptuous.
That was wonderful.
And now once when you're trying to be sexy flirt.
Book.
Oh, that's good.
So the conductor's standing there. So the conductor is standing there. I think everyone else tries to get away. Do you try to stop anybody else?
No.
Okay. The conductor is just standing there. And he goes, this occurred sometime in the night. We don't know when or what happened. And you see somebody kind of push by this more refined gentleman. Yeah, he just looks a lot more refined in nature. He kind of pushes through and says, I'm a doctor. Let me get in. Let me see. You don't know this man, nor have you seen him at all, or nor do you trust the claims that he's making. He just looks trustworthy.
Yeah.
But he's very interested in seeing the body. He looks to you and says, Detective Body, correct? I'm a doctor on this train. My name... Give me a second. My name is Greek Doctor. That is my name. Doctor.
Affirmative.
May I please inspect this body?
Please show me credentials.
And he kind of like, I don't have anything to prove it. I don't keep my degree on my body. You'll just have to trust me.
One time. Let us go examine the body together.
Excellent. You allow the doctor in. As you kind of do an inspection of this crime scene, three things are very evident. Ratchet was stabbed to death several times. It looks like people rummaged through his clothing, his suitcases, as if maybe looking for something. And then there are a scattering of papers on the floor. That is what you see.
Nothing looks like it was melted at all.
Excuse me?
Nothing looks like it was melted at all. And the stab wounds, they look to be like of a knife, not like of a
Nothing
organic
was
substance.
melted. You're going to have to give me a check to investigate the stab wounds. That's what you'll have to give.
That's what I'll have to give you?
Yes. No. What kind of skills you got over there, huh?
Hacking and tennis.
That's what I
Can he flirt with the stab wounds?
He can. Somebody else can.
Well, he can, but he's not skilled at it.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the light. I'm going to pull it off. I'm going to start messing with the wires so that they turn into like a UV kind of light to see if there's any sort of blood spatter anywhere around the room. I'm hacking the electricity to see if I can spot any organic matter.
You do that. Yes, go ahead and give me a roll.
Yes, motherfucker, yes. 3.
You can also spend will points to boost rolls.
That would be crazy, Joe. Do you know what I have to do by the end of this game? I need my willpower.
Yeah, I'm realizing what I have to do by the end and spending all of them up top. Not a good move. No.
Not a good idea.
I'm enjoying the ride right now and seeing
I
what's
feel like
happening.
I've been spending them pretty sparingly, and I'm still so low.
Yeah, you grab like a very old-fashioned like Thomas Edison light bulb.
Yeah.
And you split the wires, like your fingers open up like Go-Go Gadget fingers and start splicing the ends of it. Nobody says anything because I think your reputation precedes you as the best detective. And so they just kind of let it happen. And yeah, you're able to turn this old-ass light bulb into a UV light bulb.
Right.
And you're looking around and you notice something terrifying. You see footprints, which isn't something that you can normally detect using like UV lights. But you know from your experience that the substance that sticks to the kind of footprints that you're looking at is not good.
The incubation period has begun.
Excuse me, detective? The doctor goes,
We must act fast.
What is it? What do you see?
The things that created these feet prints here, while the feet prints are human, what made them is not.
Are you suggesting that there's something inhuman on the train that killed Mr. Ratchet?
There is always something inhuman on every ship.
Excuse me? The conductor goes, now wait a minute. I ticketed every person that came onto this train, and all of them were human. I should know.
Yes, that's exactly what they'd want you to think. But let me tell you, people who are not human are closer than you expect.
You, for everyone who listening, Dylan reached across the table and held my hand, which is why I'm going to ask him to roll like a convincing, like a persuasion check.
Yeah, let me tend this. Because I'm like, because if
Why
you
did
don't,
you choose tennis?
because the score right now is 0-0, and if you don't have nothing, you have love. And so this is a love moment.
Wow.
No, don't let me get away
Listen,
with that.
conversations are back and forth like a tennis match.
Yeah, see,
There it is. Not this one.
not this one.
This was John's.
So
You only
close,
spent
too.
1 point. You would
But
have got
yeah,
it.
I would have stayed alive.
The conductor, as you reach out to his hand, he's listening to everything that you're saying, but as you make contact with his hand, you have a flashback. You remember that one time, Sadie Lee, you were about to pull her off the spaceship, you were gonna save her, and then the doors closed and it jammed her hand in it, and all you had left was you holding her hand, disconnected from everything! You lose consciousness. Bid for control. Walter, I'm really rooting for you here.
Hey, thanks, man. I'm rooting for me too.
Yeah, I'm also rooting for Walter.
Oh, shucks, guys. This has been great. I'm writing down who I think all of your characters are. And it's
Walter,
great.
I'm not rooting for you.
Fair
Look,
enough.
everyone's taking some big swings here, but Dylan brought a lacrosse racket to a fucking baseball game.
This is very true. What is
A
it?
lacrosse racket? Is that what it's called? No, it's not what it's called.
I
It
don't
cannot
know.
be what that's
Don't
called.
know things here. Hey, one thing we don't know are things, all right? That's all
I
right.
thought it was like a lacrosse stick.
A paddle?
It's not a
Not a
paddle.
battle.
Not a paddle?
The paddle's like a flat surface.
What's your willpower? What's your willpower?
Is a
One,
lacrosse
okay.
racket close enough to a tennis racket that I could use a lacrosse racket?
1, 2, 3. Show me your numbers. 0, 0. Then we got a 2 and a 2. All right, roll
It
off.
could happen.
Walter and Ellery.
Oh,
Ellery took it.
It could happen. Not
Or it could
likely,
happen.
but it could happen.
Not likely, but it could happen.
All right, Dr. Doolittle. Knock him dead.
You come back into your body. You feel like you just had a panic attack of some sort of kind. You feel yourself kind of hyperventilating, and you see the doctor is kind of like has taken your wrist and is kind of like listening to your blood levels, and you feel coming down off of that panic attack. Ratchet is still dead next to you. The conductor is still there. So is the doctor. Nothing has changed. The doctor looks and goes, "Is everything all right?"
Everything's phenomenal, Doctor.
Okay.
I apologize for dozing off there. I do that quite a bit.
The conductor and the doctor look at each other and look back at you. I'm like, "All right, okay."
It's
Harsh
part of my process.
harsh shift of tone, Detective. This is. Sorry, you're
I was hysterical. I was hysterical.
right. Anyway, is there anything else that you see here, Detective? Anything that you want to conduct?
Well, you're the conductor.
Yeah, you've got me again, Detective. Oh, shoot.
That's why they pay me the big bucks.
You getting paid?
Not this time.
Oh,
In fact, where's my gerbil?
Pets?
Yes.
There are no pets allowed.
It's not a pet. It's more of a therapy dog, but it's a gerbil.
Oh, yes, we did let another passenger on with a therapy dog. We did, absolutely, yes. Detective,
May I speak to them?
yes, I was just about to say, as the conductor, I have taken all the passengers and put them into
Wonderful.
the lounge car.
May I don't want, and I apologize. I wouldn't want you or the doctor in that room with me when I conduct my research.
Oh, of course. I can
would
give you a
need-
private room.
Private room would be lovely.
Okay, how about this? And he's getting really excited. He's getting really jazzed. Like, how about you go into the dining car? You sit there. You got all your papers, all your notes, and then I'll be in the middle, and I'll send people to you, and you can interview them like the detectives do, right?
Well, I was gonna say no, but you sound way too excited for me to say that.
No, you're right, detective.
No,
we
no,
don't
no.
have to do that. You're right.
Listen.
No,
hey,
detective. You're
hey,
the
and I touch his
detective.
cheek.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yes.
It's a fine idea.
Go ahead and roll love and flirting.
Flirting. 5.
The conductor is now enamored with you.
Love.
All interactions with the conductor, you will never have to roll again. You can get anything you want out of this conductor.
This is wonderful.
Everybody at the table until they fuck it up.
I was just saying, keep in mind, as you did all this,
don't
you are
see-
wearing a sheet toga you made seconds ago.
yeah.
That's probably why.
That's absolutely
why he's enamored.
So yeah, the conductor says, "What do you need, John?"
just as you said. You stay in the room. I go in the dining car. I shall interview people as they come in.
Anything you say, John. Detective.
I wink at him.
He melts. The doctor's going
No. Stay up.
He melts. He melts. What melted him?
Hold you to your words. Triggering effect there.
The detective or the conductor goes off. The doctor goes, is there anything you need from me, or do you want me to go wait in the car for an interview? Or do you trust me, detective?
Well, it's been previously established that I have trust issues, so...
When?
Oh, no, you weren't there. It's okay. It was just like previously in like my own... I like to think of myself as like, the main character in a story, right? So
Oh, sure.
I've got main character energy is what they call it.
Huh. Okay, I'll go.
Yeah,
All right.
lovely.
He walks away. You go to the dining car. It is empty.
Beautiful. I'm gonna set it up kind of like you said candles are like the main like...
There are lighting fixtures in the room.
Okay, there are... Okay.
But it is also morning outside.
Wonderful.
And so you see the snowy...
Are there blinds?
yes, there are blinds.
I will pull the blinds down.
Well, yes, there are blinds. One of the blinds has been ripped off.
Oh, right.
This room was previously on fire.
Oh, this was the previous on fire room. I
but
forgot about that.
It does not look charred because you were able to walk through and kind of undo the fire.
Okay.
So it looks pristine as normal, except
lovely.
one set of curtains has been torn off.
Okay.
Beautiful.
I will. I'll set up like a table in the middle of the room so that the window, as I sit down, is like the morning light comes in and backlights me.
Okay.
So it's like it's shining and like you kind of only see like the shadow of me.
Gotcha.
As they like sit down in the thing behind.
Okay.
I'll pull the other blind down and I'll make it as dark as possible.
Gotcha. I'm going to say this takes about 10 minutes. I'm going to make a roll.
I would say it's probably 9.
I'm going to make a roll.
Okay.
If it's 4 or more, then John gets bored.
Okay.
That is a 5. John gets bored setting all this up.
All right.
You lose control over John's body.
Okay.
Bid for willpower. I'm actually going to give everybody 1 because John gets bored. I'm going to consider this a sleep.
Just realized pulling a table from a dining cart into the middle of the room and pulling down blinds, not a hard thing to do. Definitely would not take 10 minutes.
So
I
of course,
imagine-
John now.
I imagine
He's also
John-
fighting third-degree burns. I feel like we're actually skipping past that way too often. You know how fucking painful that is? That's to your bone. You don't get that part of your body anymore.
I think John has an endoskeleton.
Yeah, thank God. Thank God John has an...
Plus, you want that backlighting to be right. You got to get that seat.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what took 10 minutes.
It takes, you got to make sure you get your frame up and everything.
As soon as you set up one angle, the train went around a curve, and so the lighting changed completely.
It's
So you
bad.
had to do that.
really
yeah. Snowpiercer was so hard to film.
Let's see what I got. 1, 2, 3. 0 for Dylan, 2 for Sam, 1 for Ellery, 3 for Walter.
I meant to have it on 3, but on 2. But you know what? We're running with it.
you
We're
wanna
gonna
go? Do you
No,
wanna do 2?
I'm cool with it. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go. I don't.
Is that all of your will points
That's
once again?
1. I have 1 left. So we're cooking with gas out here. Yeah, we were taking rest. Hey,
I'm
listen.
too used to you having 0.
Fair enough.
You find yourself sitting in the dining cart, the luxurious dining cart. The sun is at your back, so it creates a shadow over your form, so when people walk in, they can't really tell your features. The first person walks in. It is a person that you've never met before. He looks like a very dopey person. He doesn't look like he kind of belongs. He's got this really crazy patterned shirt on. It's buttoned up. He's kind of balding-esque. He's shaved down. He's got these really wild eyes and just kind of like this dopey face. And he sits down and says, "Wasn't me. I don't know who did it.
Well, that's all right, friend. Listen, I just need to get a name for my records to ensure that I might clear you of any accusation that might occur.
A name?
Yeah,
Well, I have to give you my name.
I'll give you mine in return.
Well, I don't want your name.
No.
Why would I want your name?
Well, it's a formal greeting of sorts. I'm a simple Alabama man just trying to understand this wider, greater world of ours.
All right. All right. I'm Tom Robinson.
What?
It wasn't me. I didn't kill this man.
Well, I didn't say nothing about no man being killed.
I saw him on the way in. I saw there was a dead body. I'm being questioned like an adult teenager. This wasn't me. This wasn't me. I didn't do this.
Listen, friend, I understand you might be feeling a bit flustered right now. Would you like a tall glass of water? I can fetch it from the bar for you.
Yeah, I'm fucking parched.
Nice. I go and get a glass of water and bring it to him. And I say,
It's nice to have such fine delicacies on such a vehicle as this. We human beings, we're sort of plants with more complicated emotions, huh?
Can I go now?
can I roll my skill moral lesson for children to basically just kind of you be courteous with this man?
Yes, yeah, try to win him over.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That is a 5.
Excellent. He's very, he doesn't know what he wants. And so he kind of takes a sip of water after hearing everything that he's saying and goes like, oh wow, that's a really neat thing that you just said when I took that sip of water.
Of course, yeah.
Wow. Huh.
You remind me a lot of my daughter.
What?
My daughter. I got a daughter back home.
She looks Spanish?
She speaks Spanish?
She looks Spanish?
No, she
speaks Spanish though.
Well, I'm not sure what she's learning in school these days,
Wow.
but I wouldn't put it past that lesson plan.
Crazy.
Yeah. She does detest the environment, though. But she's got a brother she can ramble around with and get up to all sorts of hijinks with.
Wow. All right, can I go now?
Yeah, you're all right to go now, Tom. You take care.
All right. He just gets up and walks.
What kind of person detests the environment?
My daughter.
That's why he doesn't know if he can
Simply detests the schooling environment processes, being locked in a hot room on a fine June afternoon.
Also, a lot of your
it
questions
renders all asunder.
He got his name and said you can go.
Was this Tim Robinson?
No, it's Tom Robinson.
Got it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tom
okay.
Robinson.
My
Tom
apologies.
Robinson. What are you fucking talking about?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, why did I? We're all just looking for the guy who did this.
I take a look around the car and I go,
Well, that does it for the interview.
Another person walks in and he looks like,
I'm busy now.
okay.
Buzz off.
All right, I'll go.
Unless, well, you got some fine sort of fixins, mint julep or something fine like that.
Oh, you think drink? You want to drink, huh?
Oh, sure. I'll take an iced tea as well. It's been a long morning.
Are you offering me or are you asking me?
No, I am
Do you think
asking.
I work here?
Yes, I do apologize, sir. Do you work here?
No, I am a prince from Russia.
Oh.
How dare you accuse me of working on this cart?
Well, I do apologize for being so forward in my natures. I was just trying to understand, and I do apologize for any ill will I put upon thee.
He walks up to you. He's very tall. He's not like any of the other men that you've seen on this, but he looks very young, looks very fit. He looks like he fights. He walks up to you and says, "You say many fancy words. You think you smarter than me?"
Oh, no, sir. I do not presume any intelligence on your part nor mine. I simply am just a man with a law degree who's saw fit to put my line of work in the most active positions possible.
You speak too much. And he goes to throw a fist at your face.
Can I roll law to dodge it? Because I said I have a law degree.
Yeah, he has the laws of physics.
I have the law of physics on my side. There we go.
We didn't say what laws.
Yeah, baby. We got them all under the belt here. Hot five. Let's go.
I'm rooting for the. He doesn't get to be here often. Okay.
Guys, can we just
time, not a long time.
Right.
You in
Who is spending 8 points has just gotten everyone on your side. Really, they're all arguing for you. So really, it was a great move.
Yeah. In the long run.
That's the long
table game.
We're playing.
Top two.
An object moving fast enough is going to keep moving unless something gets out of the way of where it's going.
So you went to Harvard.
Yeah. I went to Harvard, yes.
Part of your law degree at Harvard was learning every law that there is.
The codex of just knowledge. I flashback. I'm like, just studying in the library, bags under my eyes.
You have 3 skills. You know law.
I know what it takes for law.
So yeah,
Running
you're
through your head, just thermodynamics, physics, the 3 laws of robotics.
I picture the apple dropping from the tree.
but yeah, you are able to calculate the exact movement, trajectory of this fist, and how do you dodge it? What do you do to stop or get out of the way?
I think truly what I do is I just lean down and I put my hand on the bar and just kind of like it's not elegant, it's just the most efficient way to move. So I put my hand on the bar and just kind of woo around, and my back is fully towards him, and I say out loud, I go,
Jem's gonna think this was a wild tale,
and I just start running out of this area.
I love it. You see the Russian prince, he goes for a full swing, but he doesn't make contact, so it kind of like falls onto his like hands and knees. It was going to be a huge punch, but you didn't make contact. You're able to run away. You're running towards the back of the train now.
I'd like to, if I'm, actually, I'd like to be running towards the other carts, like towards the front end, because I'd love to find my detective partner, Detective Book.
Monsieur Book.
Monsieur.
I will say he is not a detective.
Oh,
per se.
okay, gotcha.
He is. I didn't tell you guys this, but you would know this. He
Is a shoe salesman.
Your
We should roll for this.
Yeah, should we roll?
His grandfather owned the trainway.
No, even better. He is the director of Fancy Trains Inc. So he technically owns this train.
Oh, he owns this train. Okay,
Which is how he was able to get you onto this
great.
train.
I do still want to see Monsieur Book.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you run towards the front of the train where all the other passengers are being kept.
Mm-hmm.
So you run that direction. You run through the sauna. While you're in the sauna,
Oh Lord, hot.
there's something strange going on in the sauna. Everything feels unstable. You start running in and you feel your footsteps you feel like you're moonwalking for a minute. Like as you're moving forward, you're starting to move backward, but you don't feel like it's you necessarily moving. You feel that it's time around you moving, changing suddenly in this sauna, and you keep running. You don't know what to, is there anything that you do in this time paradox?
I think you say
The laws of times didn't have any covers on this kind of anomalic activity.
I think you find yourself stuck in this time paradox. Go ahead and try to roll to get out of it.
just flat roll to get out of a time paradox.
If you would like to use one of your skills to get out of a time
What do you
paradox.
get? Law?
I mean,
Laws of time.
We've got laws. We've got moral lesson for children, and one would argue that in the intensity that I am feeling threatened, and furthermore, the community is being threatened. The community being the train. My ability shooting dogs with rabies, effective. The dogs.
Hold on.
Naturally being the occurrence of murder, and additionally on top of that now rabies time paradox.
One would argue that. I am not that one.
I don't think any of us are. I'm going to say no to that.
Walter famously just
Listen,
was that
I
one.
had to stand on business for just a moment.
Absolutely.
Alrighty, so a 6 is what's lit? That's a fail with a 1.
You are stuck in this time paradox. You've tried to escape, but you're
Thicker than molasses.
exactly. You say that, and the words echo through time, and you just black out. Everybody's going to gain 1 point, 1 will point, and then we're going to do a gain for control. I didn't put down names here.
That's fine.
Oh, I know who this is. Okay. All right. All right, put them up. 1, 2, 3. That's 2 for Dylan, 4 for Sam, 2 for Ellery, and 1 for Walter. Sam, you're in John's body. You enter a time paradox. You go back, and Sam loses control of John because he reached one of his objectives.
Jesus Christ.
I'm at a point right now where I don't know if that's going in the episode.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think it should.
I don't think it should. But Sam will get points for it, and nobody will know why.
No one will know where.
All right, let's do a bid for control, and maybe we'll forget about this. All right, 1, 2, 3. 3 for Dylan.
2.
2 and 2.
All
All
right.
right, Dylan, you're back in the pilot's seat.
When am I?
Yeah.
Who am
For
I?
real.
You wake up, and where are you? Where are you, Dylan? Do you want me to hand that off to you, or do you want me to tell you where you're at?
Because we haven't set a pattern for how this is going yet,
Yeah,
I would like you to give it to me.
Okay.
Maybe next time I'll take it.
gotcha.
Boring.
Well, because I'm just going to pull a Sam and put us on the fucking deck of the Nostromo.
I had nothing to do with being on that plane. I was put there.
But no, tell me where I am.
You're back in the sauna.
Great.
Your arm is broken.
Great.
You don't know why.
Okay, great. Do I
And
remember?
if we're lucky, our audience doesn't know either.
Do I remember? Do I remember there was a knife in here?
Yeah, you do remember.
Great. I'm going to try to find it.
Gotcha. You look for it. I think it's an easy find. You know it was one of the saunas that the woman was in.
Great.
You go in, the knife is not there.
Awesome. Where's all the... Is this man still chasing me?
Nobody's chasing you
Oh.
at this current moment.
Just in the song.
You're in the sauna. You remember that you were running?
Yeah.
You remember that there was a time paradox? Something happened.
Yeah, something happened. Something weird
Something
happened.
wild
Or did
happened.
something not happen?
No, that's for real.
Honestly, Joe, you're un-American if you cut it out.
I made it! I put it in!
No, because in this universe now, the U.S. did not learn from its terrible foreign policy at the time.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
I hate to break it to you. The U.S. really still has
yeah, I guess it's really
true.
So I'm in a sauna. I'm not in no imminent danger.
No imminent danger.
Great.
Until
Fuck.
you hear a growling from behind you. You turn around, and from the direction that you were just running from, you see a dog.
Puppy in.
I can deal with it.
I need to go find a gun.
We gotta get a gun.
I need to go find a gun and or a tennis racket.
You go to move, and the dog lunges at you.
Fuck.
What do you do?
Shit. What am I gonna do? Are there showers? Is that?
Yeah, you can definitely go into the shower and close the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the shower and close the door.
Got you. And you slam the door behind you, and you hear the clawing and scraping at the door from the other side.
Great.
You're here. There are no windows per se. Like there might be a small ventilation window, but nothing that you can escape out of.
The vents.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah. The vent.
I'm gonna call for our gerbil, whose name is
Mr. Posy Pippin.
Mr.
There we go.
Posy
Mr. Posy
Pippin.
Pippin, baby.
All right, go ahead and go for him. Give me a roll.
Yeah, great. Am I hacking?
Are you hacking?
He's a robot.
How would you hack? How would you hack in this
describe how
situation?
I
Hacking the silence of my voice.
I don't think I'm in a
You
towel.
rip open your broken arm and
Yeah.
you find the net transponder.
Yeah, exactly.
You plug it into the wall outlet where people plug
wall outlet,
they plug it
dude.
into their curling irons, all right?
Inside of the sauna.
The back of my neck just open a transponder.
Their justifications for everything.
A transponder goes out, but because the sauna's in here, there's iron buildup. I take some of the iron buildup, I crush it into copper to make a new wire, hook it up, send a different signal out to get him in here.
Yeah, all that happens.
And that's what we call hacking.
Here comes the one, baby. That's a 2.
After all of that. Oh my god. Yeah.
Boy, what a scene I had, huh? I got chased by a dog into a shower.
And he did it all with only one functioning arm.
Yeah, wow.
Pretty good.
I spent 3 to hide from a dog?
You remember the last time that you had to do this?
Yeah.
You get a flashback. You remember when you were on the alien spaceship and you were summoning help from that pod. You were connected to it, but your satellite coming out the back of your head, it was damaged and it wasn't working. It didn't work. You lose yourself. Bid for willpower. Bid for control.
I don't know if this should go to the animal handler, Dr. Doolittle, or the man who's going to shoot a dog on sight.
Let's call him by his name, Atticus Finch.
Yeah, my apologies.
All right. 1, 2, 3. 0 for Sam, 0 for Dylan, 2 for Ellery, and 2 for Walter. Rolling off.
Kill that dog.
Oh my god.
I'm going to kill that dog.
I can't kill the dog.
With a 1 and a 6.
Well, does the dog have rabies? Because if not,
we don't know.
we don't know, man.
Dog doesn't have rabies, your shots just go wide.
You just shoot a dog.
Can't get my target on.
You come to. You feel yourself panicking. You touch the back of your head. Nothing's there. You're okay. Nothing's wrong.
How jolly.
You hear a dog clawing at the outside of the sauna that you're currently in.
Papa. Oh, my boy. I'm gonna start singing to the dog.
Okay.
And I'm gonna.
What are you singing?
I'm singing the Battle Hymn of the Republic.
Can you give us a taste for those of us who don't know it?
All right. Go ahead and give me a roll. Absolutely use animal
Animal
handling.
handling. That's a 6.
No, you've been rolling so many 6s over there.
I know.
Is that a weighted die?
I'm cheating.
It's casino dice.
Give me that.
I'm cheating.
Give me that. I'm gonna
cheating.
roll this.
Roll it.
If I get a 6.
Roll it.
All right.
Oh, wow.
All right.
I said I'm cheating, not the dice.
Dang it. You start singing, and the dog calms down. He stops scraping at the door, and you're able to open up the door, and the dog is just sitting there. He is at your command. Because you rolled a 6, yeah, it's a big dog.
Puppy, I'm going to grab his face and go.
Bow wow. It goes bow wow.
I'm going to put an idea into your head.
Bow wow.
Good. You're listening. The conductor's really sweet on me. What I want you to do is gather all the dogs in the train and take control. You deserve it. You deserve this, dog. You know you want war. Remember that song I just sang you?
Bow wow.
Yes.
The dog is listening to you, and you see it kind of look off into the distance. And you see that this dog is having a very spiritual, foundational moment as it's listening to you, thinking, bow wow, bow wow. It looks at you and goes, bow,
Bow wow.
bow wow, bow wow.
Bow wow. We start chanting in unison. Bow wow. Bow wow. Bow wow.
And the dog runs off, and you just hear it going, bow wow, as it's running off through the hallway. Yes. You've started a revolution within the train.
Yes.
Remember when
coup,
we were
if
solving
you
a
will.
murder?
I don't know what.
We're gonna figure it out.
Right at this moment, as the dog runs off and you're standing, picking yourself up off the floor, you feel the train come to a sudden halt. You're knocked off your feet onto the floor as you hear iron scraping against iron and you hear this large crash. There are no windows in this room, so you don't know what's going on, but you can tell the train has come to a sudden and abrupt halt.
Good googly moogly. What has happened to me?
What do you do?
I will exit the car in towards the front.
Gotcha. You head towards the front. As you continue to move on, you go through the passenger cart, which is where your rooms are. You see that the dead body is now kind of like all astray in the room. Everything's been thrown around.
Sorry, the dead body's astray in the room.
Because of the sudden lurching of
No
the train.
one moved it this whole time.
No, it
It's
is-
been rotting there overnight.
No, it's still daytime.
Oh, it's still daytime.
I think
We've
about
just been at a time paradox. I get it.
about 20 minutes has passed.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So that's all that's happened. You kind of continue to rush through, and you go to the main, like the lobby cart, where everybody's at, and everyone's like, "What's going on? What's going on?" You see the conductor starts heading down, further down to the train towards the main engine, but everyone's in the room here.
Conductor.
He stops, and he looks back, and he goes, "Yes, John?
What happened?
I don't know, John. I'm about to go find out."
Well, as you do, keep me in mind, won't you?
Always, John. Can I go now?
Just 1 second.
Yes. And he floats off of his feet into the next train car. Everyone else in the room here, there's
Wait,
probably-
conductor. Sorry.
He floats back in. Yes.
I'll make you a bet.
A bet. What? What's a bet?
If there's something wrong with the engine, I'll be in your rooms tonight.
And if there's not, I'll kill my hamster.
If there's not, I'll kill my gerbil.
Why would you kill a gerbil?
Don't question it. Don't you want to have sex with me?
All right, yes I do. Okay. I hope it's broken so you don't have to kill your gerbil. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Everyone's in the room with you and kind of looking at you. Detective, what's going on? And you like, there's all these rattling, kind of like, well, there was a murder on the train, or like, I didn't do this. I want to get off. Like, you're a bad detective. If somebody's getting killed here, I don't feel safe at all. All this uproar from
Clamor.
everyone. Yes. What do you do?
I will rush into the middle of the floor and say, wait! Everyone, calm down! The dogs are coming. Soon it will all be over. The tyranny.
Murder Express, it's got that dog in it.
Go ahead and roll for persuasion to convince everyone that they should wait for the dog revolution.
How sexy am I on a scale of 1 to 10 right now?
Probably right now, nobody's paying attention to your sexy. Unfortunately.
I'm still wearing the towel toga though, right?
You are still wearing the towel
I
toga.
would say probably.
You-
The six under the table.
No, it doesn't.
on the table.
On top of the table.
Oh no!
As you go to try to silence everyone and kind of like, listen to me, the dogs are coming. We'll be.
Listen to me, the dogs are coming.
Somebody just knocks you on the back of the head and you pass. Oh my God. All right. Roll for will. What is everybody's will? What is the tally right now? Dylan's got 5.
Get hole.
Sam's got 0. Ellery, you've got 1. You've got 2.
I used the last of my willpower to prevent 9/11.
I don't remember that.
You're right.
And neither will the audience.
1, 2, 3. Dylan, you have a 2. Walter has a 2. Ellery, you have 1.
Looks like we're rolling off here.
I should have let you have this. Get a chance to shoot a dog.
Dang, you got it. Now it's all right.
All right.
They'll be there. The dogs will be there. I hope.
Dylan, it's all too familiar.
It's going to shit.
It's all too familiar what you wake up to. You find yourself on a metal slab.
Just like when I was born.
Surround you is this heinous architecture. It doesn't look man-made. It looks like it's
Dog made.
I told you where I'm going.
it looks dog-made. There's bones in the architecture. There's fur. There's tennis balls. It's awful. It's awful. You've been here before. You know what this is about.
Yeah.
It's happened. You find yourself strapped down by your ankles and your wrists to this table. You're completely naked. The toga is removed from you. What do you do?
I think that helps you.
I'm strapped to the table.
You are strapped to the table.
I look around. What technology is near me?
Dog technology.
Fuck.
Dog-elution has come at last.
Okay, so we've slept for minimum like a year. Yeah.
Don't know that.
Oh, fuck.
Don't know that.
God.
The dogs move fast.
Dogs are.
That's rough.
I hate it.
I have to go. I need my brain to calm down. Hold on. All I'm getting right now is all of my improv teachers going, Dylan, that's a third beat. It's a third beat. You're going too hard. It's a third beat. And I'm like, no, but I can hack tennis balls with my mind.
I will say that the contraption that is closest to you,
Yeah.
about 2 feet away from your head,
Yeah,
it is primarily made of tennis balls.
great. It's 2 feet away from my head.
2 feet away from your head.
Wonderful. I'm going to, what the fuck am I?
You can also choose
Hold
to
on.
just wait here as well if you don't feel like there's anything that you can.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna hold my surroundings. I'm gathering everything and seeing what's around me.
Got you. You observe a little bit more. And as you do, you feel like, as you kind of pay attention to your body, you're assessing the situation where you're at. You definitely feel like you are in motion. Not you, not the table, but wherever you are, there's something in motion. You feel your ears, like the balance, the equilibrium inside of you. You are moving. You've been trained to know this.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it's moving linear. It feels like you're moving left, right, up, down, all through all different axes. As you kind of listen, you hear like intercoms, and you hear occasional. You hear all of this commotion going on, and eventually you hear one of the doors open, like a doggy door, like. And you see a dog standing on its hind legs in a lab coat and a big, like, doctor stethoscope on its head come in and go, "Bow wow, bow wow, detective, bow wow."
Animal Farm.
God.
Please speak the Queen's English.
And it responds in this nearly incomprehensible, like, Yorkshire accent. "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get you done, didn't I? I don't got sir."
I see. Why do you feel the need to chain me to the table?
And you see on its collar, it flicks a switch, and it says,
Detective John, you've escaped us once before. Not again. We will harvest your brain and study it for generations to come.
You don't understand. The reason why I blew up your ship is because there was something far more evil on it. It had to be destroyed.
More evil?
and you hear groaning from the ceiling, whereas the metal just caves in, and you hear scratching and claw marks, and you see the doctor dog goes, "What? Bow wow! Bow wow!" And he clicks into his collar.
We have a bow wow situation going on!
And we see the ceiling just crash in as we see this hideous, horrible black monster, this alien from space, crash in through the ceiling. And it lands on top of you. You are crushed by the metal railing. Give me a resist roll. Keep conscious. Otherwise, we're going to have to make a bid.
Years of playing tennis. have prepared me for this moment. My body conditioning is unparalleled. The best athlete in the world, the most storied athlete ever is probably Serena Williams, and you can't argue with me.
I
on that.
will say, you do notice that the ceiling of this chamber is made of those
tennis balls?
of the tennis ball peel back aluminum caps that you find in the containers. So yeah,
God.
we're gonna let you know tennis for this.
Great. I'm gonna. Yeah, it's like carbon dioxide. So
Yeah.
beautiful. It's a 6, baby.
Didn't even need it. Didn't even need it. You are able to resist the impact, but cleverly, the monster, whatever this alien beast is, has covered you and hidden you, and so it does not notice you. What you're able to see, because your vision is now impaired, you hear bow wow, bow wow, bow wow, and you hear gushing guts and ripping, and it's a horrible sound. It's a horrible sound of death, and you hear that. Kind of like sniffing around the room, and then you hear that doggy door open up and close, and the room is silent.
Great.
You are still strapped to the table,
Um.
but hidden under a welded amalgamation of tennis ball lids.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna hack those. I'm gonna hack the technology inside the tennis ball lid to form them into a key to undo my bindings. With science.
No.
Fuck. I'm
Just gonna have to roll it.
I'm gonna add 1 point.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add 1 point.
Okay.
Damn it!
That's a 5. Wasn't good enough. I think you are trying to MacGyver your way out of the situation. I think you're able to open up the one latch on your hand.
Okay, great.
You're able to open up both latches on your feet, but as you're trying to get this last off, you have a flashback. You remember the last time that you were strapped to this table. You were too late. You were a human once. Detective John was once a human. They turned you into the monster that you are now. Half cyborg, half man. You lose it. Bid for control.
It's all going 6s and 7s, boys.
All right. 1, 2, 3. We have 1, 0, 1, 2.
Hell yeah.
Walter, you are in the driver's seat. You wake up. You're still underneath this.
That's all.
You're underneath this amalgamation of tennis ball can, little tin plate. In your panic, you felt like you've been convulsing, and that last strap that held you down, you've ripped out of it. You're free now.
Oh God, it's just like World War I all over again. Heavens. All right, I made it through one trench. I'm gonna make it through another.
I start. I swear, I'm crushed under a big goo alien right now.
No. There's no
Okay.
alien. It's just a thin aluminum layer.
Oh, okay,
Like,
gotcha.
you guys know what I mean? Like when you pop the cap, it's
Yeah.
kind of like
Oh, okay. Yeah.
it's just a bunch of those welded together.
This is a hardier material than I'm used to seeing. The Germans really up their game.
You throw it off of you, and you find yourself exactly where you were. You're in the scientific chamber that has been made by dog aliens? ?
Oh God.
You don't remember where you're at. You have no idea what this is. You think it is something having to do with the war. With this.
This is an unbecoming outfit for such a circumstance I find myself in. Well, I'm an educated man. I can figure out this situation like nobody else I know.
And now I struggle to figure out what the fuck I would do. All right. I can I see dogs present in this area?
You get a strong sense that dogs built this place.
Okay. Yeah,
But you don't see any dogs in your immediate
Gotcha.
area. You do see some of your items which have been confiscated. You see your cargo pants, your shirt, which has all of its pockets, and then you also see something that you abandoned a long time ago, your detective's jacket, with all your things in it.
Well, I'm a man of the law. I must honor it.
And I throw on the detective's jacket and the cargo pants. I'm full shirtless though, and just keep it at that. Yeah. Wait, can I find a nice pair of spectacles, like perfectly round spectacles?
You reach into one of your pockets. There it is. You put it on. You put it on.
Shut up the bridge of my nose.
All right, let's get to work.
I think because you finally put your glasses on, you're going to get a +1 to all of your rolls.
That's the way it's done, baby.
But if you lose them, it's a -1.
Copy that.
Okay.
So they're
Just-
plus one glass.
two glasses, and we are passively cursed with -1.
But you haven't known that
Right.
You've never
Until
known
we
that.
put on the
until you put them on.
Put the glasses on. Yeah. Yeah, you guys can just do a quick adjustment, polish them, and then put them back on.
Before every check, polish the glasses, get an extra
Yeah.
+1.
Just instant.
No.
Yeah, all right.
So you see that there is a door leading out to what looks like a main hallway. You see that there's like a window that kind of looks outside of whatever room that you're in. Those are your two things that kind of lead you outside.
Can I just peek out the window?
You peek out the window and you see the deep black void of space. There are stars all around the ship. Your planet? Nowhere in sight.
Well, we really aren't in Kansas anymore. Finally get what that Dorothy girl was talking about. All right, let's make the best of it.
And I start walking towards the door.
You walk towards the door. It is a doggy door. You have to get down on your hands and legs to get out of it.
Oh, using the enemy entrance. Never a good sign, but I come prepared.
You go on your hands and knees, you crawl out.
I feel shame.
The hallway, it looks like this really strange architecture. A lot of it looks kind of like a family home, just like jumbo size. Like, there's like the molding of the floor that's actually like 2 feet tall, and like all of the floor is just made of turf, like this astroturf. But scattered about, you see all of these like dogs wearing armor, all their dead bodies, just scattered and slain about on each end of the hallway. You see that there's like these big rips, these big bites. You see that some of them have like these really strange, like some sort of creature attached to their face, completely gripped around their head, and they're just lying on the floor, still motionless.
Well, I figure I've seen a mighty odd respirator every once in a while.
Can I clearly identify something that is gun or gun shaped among the bodies of these dead dogs?
Yeah, you see a chew toy.
There's a big old bone with,
Just a
with
big
a
ol-
grip and a laser sight.
Yes, very much so. You see that it has the action to be held and also an action to be like held in a mouth.
All right.
Well, they're multifaceted, I'll give them that.
And
Oh, a little slobber on it. I gotta clean that off real quick.
I walk closer towards the dog with the face hugger. Yeah.
Gotcha. As you approach closer, you're walking down this hallway, and you see that through the hallway there are some doors that kind of like peek into what looks like cells. And inside all of these cells, you see your fellow humans, the people that were once aboard the Murder Express. You see that they have been they're wearing cones around their heads, giant plastic cones, and they have muzzles across their face, and they are sitting tied up by their wrists and by their feet.
Do I see the man with the wildest shirt I've ever seen, Mr. Tom Robinson?
Yes, you do.
Jesus. I turn to all of the people in their captured state and I go,
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, right now in this moment, I'm here to help you in this time of need.
and can I look at the keypad like the dog? All right. I look at the keypad and I know nothing. And I'm just gonna flat roll this.
You know some laws.
I do know. All right, if you're telling me I
You
know some laws,
laws.
I know some laws about how locks work.
Yeah.
Okay,
There
cool.
are rules.
The laws of lockpicking.
There are laws in how you make a proper lock. You've seen the patents for these locks.
All right.
And as you're looking at this, you recognize the patent of this lock.
Well, that's a fine Hemingway switch there they got. And, a dandy cockatrice to go with it. Oh, these boys ain't messing around.
And I succeed with a 4.
3.
But I get a plus 1.
You get a plus 1.
With my glasses.
Casually type in, and it just opens up, and you see the doggy door that was once locked, you see like a plastic sheet slide up, and it's now open. And you see Tom Robinson kind of crawling, like, wow, thanks!
Of course, my friend.
Can I go?
You may go, but I must say that you are an exceptional person, and no law and no committee can ever hold you back from living your life to the fullest extent.
Yeah, I know that.
All right. Well, I just wanted to affirm it.
I can go?
You can go. You're all good. In
All
fact,
right.
and I just did you can all go. You're all free to go.
In fact, he thinks you should leave.
Haven't actually seen it.
Oh, it's quite good.
I don't know what
Yeah.
I'm doing.
Doing great. All right,
You
we're gonna
took a wide swing, and the after of this is going to to be hilarious when you realize something.
Actually, I know. I
We're
suddenly
gonna take a
realized-
break so Joe can watch all of it real quick.
All right, so you open up the pad. Everyone kind of crawls out. They inch their way out because they're still bound by their hands and legs. And you take off like some of the gags, and they're kind of like, Jesus Christ, detective, where the fuck are we? What's going on?
From my rudimentary understanding of space and the physics that are inlaid within it, we are outside the Earthen atmosphere, and now we find ourselves in the deep clutches of the void.
Oh my God. You hear a lot of them kind of go, oh my God.
Now, it's best to remain calm in this sort of situation. Hysteria will only cause panic and disarray amongst us. We are human beings. We are capable of ensuring that we will all be all right.
As you were saying this, you hear coming from around the corner this... And you hear like scratching against metal, and all of a sudden you see this giant black alien with just all this goo coming out of its mouth and this crazy head shape and its skeletal form, and it starts rushing at everybody, and everybody screams.
This is tragic because in the reality of who I am as a person, it's that I struggle with my nearsightedness. I have to take my glasses off, and I'm in a roll to shoot this dog with rabies.
All right, you shoot this dog with what you perceive to be a dog with rabies.
I look through the
alien
sight.
has a dog.
There's like an intense movement of this dog moving slow. There's an alien just crawling super slowly.
Get behind me.
And I look and go,
Oh, I have to line up the shot.
just right as I look through the scope. Critical fail.
one with a -1. That's an actual zero.
A natural zero.
That's the
Unfortunately,
first
due
time.
to your nearsightedness, you were holding the gun backwards.
Oh, Tom! No! I just helped you.
You go to shoot the gun, and you realize you have no idea how to shoot this gun. It is an actual dog toy.
It starts vibrating. Oh, what the hell?
What the heck? And you struggle for a minute how to work. The alien just sleeps on top of you. You go down. You feel it start tearing at you. Blackout. Does anybody have any will left? Okay. A bet for Will. Who is taking consciousness of John in this moment? 1, 2, 3.
Wow, roll off.
2 1s. Roll them.
Oh, just by one.
I won.
John, you gain consciousness, Dylan, once again, and you feel the alien tearing away at your human fake flesh, and it's revealing all the cyborg bits beneath your chest. It's tearing away at you. Everyone around you is screaming. You come to. What do you do?
I'm going to the skin on my feet is going to retract and it's going to become jetpack. It's going to shoot the endoskeleton out of the meat suit and fully up a curved wall so that he's standing tall, staring down the creature.
You do exactly that. No
Fantastic.
rolls needed.
That's my body.
the right way to go. I don't think I would have been.
Years of tennis have taught you.
Years of tennis. Guys, I only saw Challenger like 34 times in theaters. I promise it's worth it.
Here's a tennis Challenger's a tennis movie.
Yes, Zendaya rips up her arm, and it's the skeleton from Terminator.
Yeah, so I'm just a full endoskeleton right now. I'm going to look around my surroundings right here. There are tennis balls behind me?
Oh, there are so many fucking tennis balls around you.
Great. I'm going to just like start grabbing them and just like throw. Just, like bouncing them off the walls, just like throwing them as hard as I can so that they create like a blast mine field.
Roll tennis.
Roll tennis. And I'm also going to say, Mr. Book, did you kill Ratchet?
You see Buck, he's just kind of like getting out. And he goes, "What the fuck are you saying? What the fuck?
Did you kill Ratchet?"
I'm your best friend, no!
Okay, that's what I thought. I was just making sure.
No! And you see the aliens start to devour him.
Yeah, good. So I have a job to do.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
good.
Got him.
no.
So I'm rolling for tennis.
Rolling tennis by using all the balls, yeah.
Okay. Am I allowed to put the glasses back on?
You shot out of the meat suit.
You're right. I shot out of the meat suit.
You don't have anything, man.
I think the glasses were on top of his head, and you shot through them.
I'm gonna
so the
use-
glasses are broken.
I'm going to use my last willpower.
I was gonna say, do you need glasses or does it just he need glasses?
I need glasses. All right.
Whoa, that's a six!
With a 6, and you spend a will point, so that is 7. We're
Seven.
now seeing opposite ends here.
Yeah, wow.
You start winding up and throwing these tennis balls, and you do it so fast, so practiced.
Yeah.
You, over at the senior center, you do some side gigs where sometimes the machine breaks and you come in and you actually act as the tennis machine thrower. So you've actually had some practice with this. But now you get your power unlocked! And so you're throwing as fast as you want at these things, and it's going through so fast that it's actually piercing through the alien, through its skin, and its blood is coming out, and it's eating away at the whole of the ship. And
Good.
and your throws are so precise that it doesn't hit anyone else. In fact, you give perfect cover for everyone to actually get out and run away. But the problem is that they're now running through a ship that they don't know where they're at.
Right.
So it's kind of unfocused, like spreading out, trying to save themselves.
Okay.
But this alien in front of you is dead.
Great.
No, that's not a mark.
Oh no! You gotta be fucking kidding me!
As it dies, it lets out its sputtering breath, and you hear deep within the ship, you hear a groan, a growl, a yell as it echoes and reverberates through the ship. And you see, kind of rushing around the corner from where everyone else ran out, you see like a group of armed dogs rushing over to you, and they see you in your exoskeleton form, and they all aim at you and they go, bow, bow, click, click, click.
Detective Body, we have to join forces now.
I agree. We have to unite against the common enemy.
We must. The Queen is in the control room. I repeat, the Queen is in the control room.
Give me a tennis racket.
Do the predator thing. Do the predator thing.
Do the predator handshake.
What's the predator handshake?
You know, the one we go, Dylan, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, you see a dog that kind of looks scrubbed and goes, Detective Body.
Bow wow.
You son of a bitch.
Fuck, I just interrupted you. I lose control of the scene.
That's the best move.
You see Detective Body about to do the coolest handshake ever with a dog.
And then have a stroke.
And he just goes, and you go, oh God.
God damn it. I knew it was going to backfire on me at some point.
I believe we only have one willpower left.
Yeah.
It goes to Ellery. Ellery, you
Don't you
come
want to
back.
kill a queen xenomorph?
Just as soon as I examined Ratchet's body.
A queen, you say?
You feel yourself coming back into like what would have been the coolest handshake in the world. And instead it's dogs.
I feel like something incredible was about to happen.
Son of a what?
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 I'm so sorry. I thought something.
Let's go, detective.
Let's go.
You're surrounded by all these dogs with like these really strange chew toy guns. They're marching through the halls, and you start to see like lights flicker on.
Give one of them a high five.
Yeah, you give one of them a high five. They fucking love it. They say, "My good boy."
Good boy.
Thank you.
Bow wow.
Bow wow. And you're walking through, and you see like the lights start to flicker. And as you get further and deeper into the ship, you see that the walls are kind of covered in all this mucus and muck and all these like pods, and it's getting really strange. But the dogs hold fast.
Who's in control more in this situation of the society at large?
It looks-
Dogs, xenomorph.
In this situation, it looks like the dogs are trying to hold control over what looks like their ship.
Okay.
But it does look like the xenomorphs are getting the best of that effort.
Okay. I want to kneel to one of the dogs.
Yeah.
And say, "You deserve control of this ship. Do you not?"
And it's a dog with like the scar across its eye. It looks like it's seen terrible, terrible things. He looks to you, he turns to you, and he pierces through you and goes, "Yeah, I'm a great boy.
You're the greatest boy.
I'm one of the greatest boys. I deserve this ship."
You deserve this ship. And until now, you haven't gotten what you deserved.
He starts to growl. You hear a low growl.
I propose that you take this ship from the aliens for yourself.
Detective,
Yes, Bow Wow.
this is very odd. I don't normally do this. But would you like to make a wager?
I thought you'd never ask.
If I kill the xenomorph queen, I get control of the ship.
You get control of the ship if you get
If I don't.
If you don't, I kill my gerbil.
What?
Sorry,
You have a gerbil?
yes,
Yeah, it's gotta die.
it's gotta die.
It's a small animal.
Uh-huh.
And he looks at you, puts out his paw, shakes it.
Predator style?
Predators. Yeah! And you guys continue to walk down through the hallway. You enter the engine room where you see that this cocooning is at its worst. And as you enter, the doors stiff open, all the dogs crawl through, and you see that there's this giant alien just taking care of all the pods. And you see that most of the other passengers on the Murder Express are now cocooned into the pods. And you see the alien witnesses all the dogs and you come into the room, and
What am I wearing?
You're an endoskeleton.
Hold on.
All your big pants and no shirts.
No, because
You are actually just naked.
I'm just naked.
You're just
I'm
naked.
just naked.
Good-
we got
good
dressed.
question.
We got dressed, right?
Right, but then we got undressed.
Oh, right. We got undressed. Yeah.
You're as naked as you can possibly be.
I also am in. Last time I checked, I don't have my glasses anymore.
Yeah.
The glasses are off.
Glasses are gone. Yeah.
And you know the sexiest part of a movie is when someone takes their glasses off and shakes their hair down.
I'm sorry, Cloudy with the Chance of Meatballs had a great glasses on.
That was
sexiness.
okay, but that
Glasses
also
on.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Thank
actually.
you.
yeah, that had a
Was
really good
sexy.
scene.
Yeah.
Did we watch the same Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs?
Doesn't sound like it.
Doesn't sound like it.
Yes. I think in this moment, you definitely let your hair down.
Mm-hmm.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to seduce the alien.
All right.
I'm trying to flirt sexy with the alien.
Do what Ridley could never do.
Exactly.
What may be your last roll of the game. You, John Body, standing fully naked around an army of dogs that are actively shooting at a queen xenomorph, surrounded by all the people that you were once on a train with, going on a train to your vacation home. What turned into a murder on a train turned into a transcendental adventure through time and space. In this moment, John feels so confident in his body, in his place, in this moment, because he knows he can solve this. Roll to seduce the Queen Xenomorph.
Yeah.
With a 4. The dogs are barking. The dogs are shooting. The Queen Xenomorph quickly bats them all away with one arm and a tail flick, and they all go whimpering, crying into the corner. And then it looks to you, and you make eye contact with the Xenomorph Queen. What do you do?
I'm going to bite my lip, and I'm going to say, shall we make a wager?
Back at the station, there are passengers waiting for a train. They're waiting for the Murder Express. It was supposed to arrive earlier in the day, but there have been reports that there was an avalanche and that the train got blocked off. And so there was a rescue team that went out to try to find the passengers on that train. But when they arrived there, they found that the train was completely empty. There were no bodies. There were no signs of foul play at all. But there was an overwhelming sense that somebody did right. That somewhere out in space, there was a man fucking an alien, bringing peace to a tribe of dogs. Somewhere, Tom Robinson had been given justice that he deserved. That somewhere out there, that good had been done and somewhere, maybe in the future. God knows what, nobody knows.
No one would know.
There's no way to know.
No way to know.
Never forget.
But one thing is for certain. John Body figured it out.
Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on.
And that is John. Everyone is John. That's wild. All right, everybody reveal how many points you scored and what your objectives were. I'll go down the line. Walter, what were your objectives?
All right, so my objectives, my one was pat my damp forehead.
Yeah.
And then I realized I totally forgot that is what happens when as soon as you fulfill this obsession, you go unconscious. So no one else did it for the rest of the game. I was like, makes sense. My second one was shoot a dog with rabies, which I had skills for, and then save Tom Robinson from the American judicial system. I feel like I technically don't deserve that one.
I think you got one of each.
Yeah, all right.
I think you got one of each.
Really? You think so?
I think so.
In the mix of that, I found a way to shoot a dog with rabies.
I think so. I think Dylan's
the
action.
Xenomorph starts as a dog.
Oh, yeah.
Dylan's action of shooting it with all the tennis balls.
Oh, yeah.
I'll give you that.
It's because you had said at one point that Mr. Posey Pippin was a dog, and I was like, I'm just gonna go and kill Posey Pippin and call it.
He's a gerbil.
No, he's a gerbil. No, you said he's a gerbil, but someone brought up at one point he's a dog, and I was like, I'm just gonna go kill Posey
I was
Pippin.
fully
and I can
ready,
get away with
if I got control again, to call him back, and the first thing to do just
it. Snap his neck.
Fulfilling
Yeah.
a promise.
Yeah.
The bets were made.
So we got 1 point.
I got
two,
one of each,
and
yeah.
3. So that's just add up all the numbers.
All right, sweet.
1, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, 6.
6 points.
Nice.
Ellery, what are yours?
I had a similar thing in the first thing where and I think you guys got a smarter thing out of this, where I did something that only really I would do, and then it never even really came up. So I was like, well, I'm not going to do it just for the 1 point and then lose control. I chose light a match. So it was just something that was like an action that was not something unconscious.
I'd give him a point for lighting a big candle as a torch.
Oh, okay. I'll give a point for that. I'll get a point for that.
and then a second point for lighting a cabin on fire.
I think there were some matches in that room.
Probably. I looked for them though. They weren't.
Oh, you couldn't find them because the room was on fire.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Makes sense. My number 2 was participate in a bet.
Wow.
You got so many of those.
I got a lot of those.
Really good.
I only counted 3.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
I only
forgot
counted
that was
3. Besides, if we count the last one where
Last
I make a bet
Absolutely.
on the Xenomorph,
Yeah. That
then
counts
we
as a
can
bet.
count. So I got 4 of those.
I forgot about that. Sorry, guys.
So
So fine. And then my number 3 was start a coup. I started 3 coups.
What were your coups?
My first coup was 9/11.
gotta keep it in now.
Hold on, wait a second. No, you didn't.
You can.
No, you
You
didn't.
can say that I didn't, but I had to make my case.
No.
Okay.
You were not with Al Qaeda, unfortunately. I'm
Unfortunately.
sorry to say.
Unfortunately.
my next one was with the dog.
Yes.
At the thing, I told him to take control of the train.
that's cool.
Did that.
Yeah.
My third one was after the xenomorphs took over. I said to the dog, "Take control of the train." And I started the coup. I did not finish it, but I did start it.
I'll give you that.
Thank you.
I'll give you that.
And so I got So I've got 2 lighting of matches, 4 bets, and 2 coup starts.
Dang. Yeah.
So
that sounds
16? Yeah. Or 19. Because you
Better
had
at
3.
math.
Yeah. That's 19.
See, I might argue against that second coup with the dogs, because that would imply that they were in no way trying to stop the xenomorph before.
I think one dog starts a coup. It does not
All it
finish
takes.
a coup.
All it takes is an idea.
Yeah.
All it takes is
It
an
also-
idea.
but I
Hold on,
planted that
did they
idea.
successfully coup, or did you fuck the alien?
No. They didn't successfully coup, but I did start a coup.
I was about to
That
say,
was my thing.
was it
I
more of
started.
a-
Let's do a vote. Let's
Okay,
just do a vote.
We can do a vote. We can do a vote.
Everybody
Happy
votes.
with either.
The vote is: are we going to give Ellery 2 coups or 1 coup? All in favor of 2. All in favor of 1. All right, you get the 2. Let's go. Excellent.
Okay.
Very well done.
The second one is only that just happened.
It's still a coup.
How about he did 2 coups, but we have to keep 9/11 at the end.
But we have to keep the episode. I really like that. That's good. That's good. I like that.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
Nobody was laughing. Nobody was laughing. I thought there would be laughter.
It's not just on the Patreon now, Joe.
Sometimes TTRPGs are about reflecting on your nation's complicated
Past
history.
wrongs, yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Past and current.
All right, Sam. What were yours?
The first one was mispronouncing a word. There were a few mispronunciations. I caught at least 3. The other one was accidentally breaking something.
Yeah, you got that one.
Yep. I broke the shelf.
Oh, did anybody else accidentally break something though?
Broke the glasses.
Did accidentally break the
Glasses,
glasses?
Sure.
No, you know, in fact, I'll give you Dylan's action of lighting the entire train car on fire.
Sure, yeah.
I
that
will
was
give
a
you
lot of
that.
broken
Oh, yeah,
shit
that's a
there.
lot of
I'll
broken.
give you that.
Yeah.
Not the glasses, though. I won't give you the glasses.
Well, he didn't intend to break the glasses.
Yeah.
He intended to get out of the skin suit. The glasses just happened to get broken as he did.
Yeah, because
Yeah, but I would say that I accidentally broke the glasses when an alien was on my face destroying the glasses.
I think the destruction of the glasses and his skin suit was intentional.
And then go back in time and stop 9/11.
All right.
See, well, you didn't do that either because you went forward and died.
Got him. Absolutely smoked.
On a technicality, we can't give it to you.
Put it in the episode.
We were on a damn plane. We were there. I saw it.
Dylan's right. Dylan's right. We did not go back in time. We went forward in time.
Okay. Listen, time paradoxes are an incalculable measure that we have no understanding of.
You know, Walter's right.
Yeah.
Time is a flat circle. You did go in a direction to stop. Forcing my hand for a 9/11 choke. You get a point. Because if you don't get a point, then what are we doing?
What was it all for?
What was it all for?
Why even stop that?
For the Nietzschean aspect of this game, you get that point.
So how many points did you get?
Sam.
Sam?
That is 10.
10? 10 points. All right, Dylan.
Great. Mine was anytime John interrupts someone.
That was a lot, huh?
It was, and then I limited myself to for whatever like if it happened once in the scene, I would mark it.
Okay.
But never mark it for more than one scene.
Gotcha.
Handicap.
But it did happen to myself, which is why I had to give up the gun.
how many
That's-
points did
yeah,
you
that
mark
was
on
really
that?
funny.
7.
You got 7 points on that. Cool. Cool.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Sounds about right.
John learns about space or aliens from someone. I'm cheesing this one because I don't think he technically learned it from someone. He learned it by existing in the space.
I give him that. No, I give him that.
Yeah, I would say so,
because
yeah.
you chose to go look at the window.
Yeah.
You get that point.
Great. And then my last one was to kill a queen xenomorph, which we didn't do.
Damn.
We
Didn't kill
seduced
it.
the queen xenomorph.
Didn't kill it.
I had no way of killing that.
Hey, there's always a way.
Okay, I guess there's always
I
a
threw
way.
tennis balls at
I could have shot it in my glasses. You could have killed it if you were successful in getting the dogs to coo.
Listen, I killed it in flagrante delicto.
Yeah,
okay?
there you go.
I think it killed you more.
I guess probably.
Hold on. Can you say that in the Queen's English, please?
Bow wow.
That
boy.
Do it like dog style.
is everyone is John, and I believe Ellery, you are the win. Or 7,
No.
9, 10? No.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So I have 16.
16 with 16
Yeah.
points. Ellery, you are the winner. Congratulations.
Thanks so much for having me. I really appreciate it. I just really want to say thank you to the Academy, and also, it's nice to be not a white man and and winning this show. It really just kind of
That's
shows
right,
that anyone
baby.
can do anything. And you non-binary folks out there, you exist. All right. In this podcast, you might not always, but
We have people featured. Get out of here. Give me the award back.
No, okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Thank you so much for listening. I'd like to give a special thank you to Sam Gulo, Dylan Ballardinelli, Walter Marion, and Ellery Hoffman for such an excellent game of Everyone is John. If you'd like to support us, please give us a rating and follow us on wherever you're listening to this podcast. If you'd like to find more of us, you can find us on our socials at RoleplayGamePod. You can find us online at roleplaygamepod.com, and you can support us on patreon.com/RPGPOD, where you can find bonus content, including the cut 9/11 prevention from today's episode. Thank you again for listening.